Hi guys, it's me. Just the other day, I said about how I was going to do a vlog about why I've given up on love. Now, I have my reasons. I'm going to be 22 this year, and probably around like a month ago, I want to say, I believed so much in love. In every relationship I was in, I believed that Mr. Right was out there, and I would fall in love, then we would possibly get married, wait a few years, and then have a family. I don't believe that's really going to happen, and here are my reasons. I spent 22 years trying to find love and hoping and praying I would find love, and hoping the guy I'm with would fall in love with me. Nope. Never really happened. Nope. Apparently, from what every single guy has told me is you're perfect, you're the girl every guy wants. But I'm just not the kind that guys want to fall for. You know, that's what I pretty much found out. And you know what? That does hurt me. But, you know, in the end, I'm like, I don't care. And I have some examples here on why I really think love and true love and romance has really died. And I will give you examples. Okay. First example, the proposal. Okay, they had kind of like an obligation to get married so she can stay in the country. Well, they fall in love within, what, a week? What kind of love happens within a week? I mean, I've been dating this guy for like 2 months, and I've been wanting to date him for 2 years. I mean, we're not even in love, so how is this even happening, you know? It just seems so absurd. And I know I'm going to get a lot of trouble for this, and everyone's going to kill me, but Twilight. Now, this just does not seem very realistic. I mean, when I saw this movie, I was just like, well, it sounds good, but he's not, you know, human. He's a vampire, you know, and vampires are out to get this girl, you know, Bella. So, you know, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really realistic love right there. And then this was by far my second favorite romance, Memoirs of a Geisha. Now, basically, she is a little girl at the time. She falls for this guy right here, and she falls for him when she was a little girl. And as she gets older, probably around she's like 16 or 17, somewhere around there, she's really in love with him, and she bumps into him again. And she tries so hard to not show him her emotions, but when, you know, he kind of finds out that that's the little girl he helped when she was, you know, like very, very tiny, you know, then they fall in love. You know, that's really great, and that seems realistic because it was in, like, during the war and everything, but this isn't even from America, so it doesn't really seem right. And then Crazy Beautiful. Okay, she has serious issues, you know, she's suicidal, she does drugs, she drinks, you know, she does all this stuff here. And, you know, he's like, you know what, I don't care, maybe I'll help her. You know, I have a disability, and a lot of guys thought they had to put me together every day. I don't need to be put together every day. I put myself together every fucking day. So why would I need a guy pick up the pieces I leave behind from what they said? I had a guy write a blog about me on MySpace and said all that shit. And then he said, I don't feel like I should be dating her if I have to pick up the pieces she leaves behind. You know what? All I can say is fuck you, because you don't even understand what I have. You didn't even ask what I have. He just heard I had a disability. Total idiot. And then Sex in the City. Okay, Big leaves Carrie, you know, on their wedding day. He basically chokes up and doesn't show up. He leaves. And then a year later, she goes back into his arms and gets married? I'm sorry, but if a guy leaves me at the altar, I'm not going to give him a second chance. Nothing. Nada. I'm sorry, but, you know, you do that, what makes you think I'm going to trust if there's a bigger issue? And then the Red Curtain Trilogy. In here holds Moulin Rouge, Romeo and Juliet, and Strictly Ballroom. Strictly Ballroom, it didn't really seem like a romance to me. It just seemed more like they were just dancing and they both fell for the dancing, you know, that's all I can see. Romeo and Juliet. Very good. But if Shakespeare was here, he would probably set himself on fire if he found out how love was in today's world. And then Moulin Rouge. This was by far the #1 romance movie I loved. I fell for that movie. I look at it now and I think, when are you ever going to find a guy like Christian? When are you going to ever find a guy who's saying, I'm going to stand by your side through thick and thin. I'm always going to help you no matter what. And some guy to say, tell me you love me. You know, say stuff like that. You're never going to find a guy like that. Now I got example, books. I bought this book my senior year of high school when I thought I was in love and I wanted to read about it. This girl's got amnesia. She thinks that's her husband and they're going to their honeymoon. No, he's a pirate and he just kidnaps her, and in the end, you know, she finds out who he really is, but she loves the freedom and the passion she gets that she doesn't even care. I would care. If I have amnesia and I find out this guy's not my husband and we've been having sex all this time, you know, I'm going to wonder what the hell is going on. And then A Walk to Remember. You know, this girl, she is lucky she found Landon. Like, I'm like amazed by this. You know, I thought this book was pretty good, and it does seem realistic. You know, that's the one thing I loved about this. It seemed very realistic. But, you ever going to find a guy like Landon? No. So don't even try, girls. And then I bought this book my senior year. I guess I had to read a lot in my senior year. The Vampire Who Loved Me. This was by far the best vampire book I have ever read. And I've read many vampire books. This was really good. And yes, it does get graphic during the sex parts. But the only thing is, it's a vampire, so it's not really realistic. So to me, that's not really real love. And I know everyone's really going to hate me about this, and I don't have all the books. I only have the last one, but Breaking Dawn. I finished reading this, and by the end of the book, I was like, are you fucking serious? I mean, are you kidding me? This is not realistic one bit. You know, I'm sorry, but, you know, come on. And then, again, Romeo and Juliet. Now, I thought this was really good. You know, they both die in each other's arms. You know, they had the forbidden love. But do we really have that? Not really. I mean, forbidden love, yes. Dying together, no. If a girl was dying, the guy would be like, see ya. You know, is the guy really going to die for you? No. Guys never will die for a woman, and they won't breathe for her. They won't speak up for her. They won't do anything. So why am I going to try and expect all this romance stuff to happen to me when it's never going to? And I wasted 22 years hoping that all this stuff here would help me. But no. So I guess I'm not saying it's not you, it's me. You know, I'm going to say that, and I know it's so stupid to say that. But I just don't believe in love. And if everyone doesn't really like that, then go ahead and leave me messages, leave me comments, whatever. I don't care. But this is just my opinion. I don't believe in love anymore. So if you got something otherwise to say, go ahead. I don't care. But right now, I am going to go because I want to laugh about this when I watch the video. So I will talk to you guys later. See ya.